Oh my god, I still have text up from from Mascot Madness. I guess I could talk about that real quick. First of all, thank you to everyone who showed up for that event and made it a success. We raised the goal. It was a personal failure though because that was a rush job of a event, and I wasn't really in the right mindset for it, and I made myself super anxious, and that's why I had to cut it short. There will be a part two at some point. I don't know when. I feel like I gotta get a better mental headspace because do I hate to say it like this because I feel like I'm gonna sound like an asshole for saying this. Putting on charity events is one of the most stressful things to do. I've done a charity event every year since 2020. They are consistently the hardest for me to get into like the mental space to do. That includes fundraiser events too, like the Mario Marathon and the Buxathon. Doing them is taxing because I always like, and like this is not a fault of like, you know, raising stuff for charity. I think like raising stuff for charity is obviously good. It's a matter of I have like an insane perfectionist streak, and I always feel like I have to one up myself in terms of events. So I just get like super antsy before then and like doing them. And I was like carrying the anxiety for Mascot Madness like since I started planning it. I planned that like in early October, and I had to get it done by the end of the month. And like that sounds like a lot of time, but the Fates charity marathon that was in 2021, that had 6 months of planning. I was planning to do that like since that January, and I even like alluded to it in the No More Heroes stream where I was just like, oh yeah, if I lose, I have to play Fire Emblem Fates. And like I didn't know I was gonna lose. I will be honest, I didn't have enough foresight to know what would happen in No More Heroes, but I knew at some point I was just like, yeah, this is something I'm gonna do. Buxathon also had a few months of preparation. The Buxathon I had planned a few months in advance. So basically, yeah, like, I think you get the idea. I kind of rushed together Mascot Madness, and I was so anxious for that night, and I didn't feel like, I was working on it to the day that it happened, and I was worried it was going to be a failure, and, like, it wasn't, but it was still one of those things where it was like, I rushed it together, and I was worried I was going to fuck it up. So that's my story. Now I can explain the Dead game. Uh, the Dead game is a game where you have to figure out which game on Twitch has less viewers. So, like, say you get, like, Fortnite and PUBG next to each other. You would have to determine which game gets less viewers on Twitch.tv. In that case, it would be PUBG. Because if PUBG has more viewers than Fortnite right now on Twitch, like, that would blow my mind. I would actually be like, there's something insane going on. Like, it would be like, that would be like, there's a fucking psyop happening. But we're gonna do our super sleuthing skills to figure out which game is dead. And you know, we could make it easier. We could only get matchups of the top 100 on Twitch. We're turning that shit off. We gotta get some stinkers in here. We have to get like, oh, how many viewers are playing Bad Rats versus how many viewers are playing Mortal Kombat Mythologies. We have to be on the pulse of the popular culture to truly figure out which game is the dead game. But let's get started. Dome Keeper versus Control. Control's an old game. Isn't Dome Keeper like a roguelike? You're the dead game? Awesome. Isn't Dome Keeper like a new roguelike? It has to be Control. Didn't Control come out like 10 years ago? There ain't no goddamn way. I knew it. Yeah, I was about to say, like, no, you know what I was thinking of? I don't actually know what Control is. I was thinking of Mirror's Edge, which is, like, the game where you do, like, the parkour. That's what I thought Control was for a second. And I was like, that game came out in, like, 2011. Or something like that. Kingdom Hearts 3 versus Far Cry 6. I mean, Far Cry is probably more popular, but Kingdom Hearts also has more staying power, right? It's probably Far Cry 6. Like, I don't know, like, there's probably been, like, 5 Far Cry games that have come out since Far Cry 6. When the fuck did Far Cry 6 come out? I don't know, Ubisoft makes, like, the same 5 video games. Don't know if people actually like Far Cry 6. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where if you like the other Far Cry games, you'll probably like Far Cry 6, because they're all basically the same game. Like, that's, like... Oh, it's the most recent one? Okay. I'm still saying, like, I don't know. I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 probably has more staying power. Although, this would be much easier if we were at a point where Kingdom Hearts 3, like, just came out on, like, Steam or something. Kingdom Hearts 3 is, like, 2019. Isn't Far Cry 6 also, like, 2019? I feel like Far Cry 6 came out forever ago. Was Far Cry 6 a pandemic game? There ain't no goddamn way. 2021? What the hell? I thought, like, that was when, like, okay. It's probably Kingdom Hearts, then. That feels like a little recent enough. God damn it! I should have stuck to my guns. God damn it. It had even less staying power than I thought. Oh my god. Okay. Fire Emblem 3 Houses versus God of War 3. I mean, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, to this day, is still the most recent, like, mainline Fire Emblem. God of War 3 came out, like, 15 years ago. Like, probably even more time. That's, like, a PS2 game. Or is it PS3? I don't actually know. I've never played God of War. I want to play the new one. Well, 2018. Ragnarok is the new one. I'm not going to be able to play that until that comes to PC. Because I'm not getting a PS5. Fuck you, Sony. Fuck you. It's gotta be God of War 3. What? Dude, Fire Emblem is, like, ultra dead. It's losing to a game from the PS2. Dog. I thought that, like, you know... Oh my god. New God of War comes out the same day as Sonic Frontiers? I thought it came out on the 9th. Day after. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about upcoming streams. Hold on. Okay, it was PS3. I have the schedule. Tomorrow, we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I will probably, like, I'm probably ending that stream at, like, midnight sharp because Sonic Frontiers comes out. And then on Tuesday, we'll be playing Sonic Frontiers on stream. I won't be streaming Wednesday or Thursday. I work too late. Friday, I will be playing more Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then on Saturday, we'll be playing the Splatfest. Okay, now we can play more of the Dead game. I'm still fucked up by this. Fire Emblem 3 Houses came out, like, 3 years ago. God of War 3 is, like, ancient. You were surprised to hear that Frontiers was coming out so soon? I needed to come out sooner. Sonic Discourse has been so bad. And I've kind of come up with, like, my... Like, here's my thing with Sonic Discourse. I think that I actually cannot listen to anybody whose favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 2. Like, if that's your favorite Sonic game, that's fine. I just cannot listen to any of your, like, opinions about the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, because it is always, like, it's always, like, the worst, most melodramatic shit I've ever heard in my life. It's always, like, a 30-minute video essay that's like, Sonic the Hedgehog is dead, and Colors killed it, and it's just like, I don't want to hear it. Sonic was always good, and it still is good. Forces was good. You guys are just cowards. That's my take. I'm I'm becoming like a boomer Sonic fan, even though most of the people who say this are literally my age. Nier Automata or Team Sonic if Nier Automata does not have more viewers than Team Sonic Racing, I will gift someone a sub. Yeah, okay. It's actually not as big of a difference as I thought it'd be, but I was like, no, literally, there's no fucking way Team Sonic Racing has more viewers than Nier Automata. Bro, you can't even find anybody to play online in Team Sonic Racing. You think people are watching that on Twitch? We need a Team Sonic Racing crossover with Final Fantasy XIV? True. Now that Platinum Games is like... Now that nobody likes Platinum Games right now, it's the time. Sorry to rant about Bayonetta 3 real quick. I know everybody's fucking tired about hearing it. Why the fuck is the ending like that? Why did she get with Luca? Okay, that's all I have to say about Bayonetta 3. That's all I'm legally required to say. Just play Bayonetta 2. Biped or Lost Reality. These are fake video games. These are video games that do not exist. That, like, literally neither of these exist in the real world. I actually am a little feisty today, but I had a bad day at work, so everybody has to be niceys to me. I don't know, what the fuck would be the dead game? I've never heard of either of these games in my life. These look like the kind of games that you would see on, like, Steam for, like, 50 cents, because they really need to sell it off. I don't know. Biped is the dead game. What the hell is this game? What? What is this game that has over 1,000 viewers? What the hell is Biped? What? Literally, I feel like we're doing Scrungo Bungo versus Scrimble Bimblo. What the hell is happening? What is Biped? I need to look up this game right now. This game came out 2 years ago? How the fuck did this game came out 2 years ago? It has over 1,000 views? Shout out to Viatine? I think that's how I say your name. It's a co-op puzzle platformer. Hold on, I have to, like, see footage of this game. PS4, Nintendo Switch. I've never heard of this game before. It kinda does look cute, actually. I just never heard of it before now. Literally, that sounds like both of these were like fake video games. Can we get a snout out to the gays? Yes. Although I don't have the snout of Miss Piggy. She's got a better snout than I do. Paradise Killer versus Inazuma 11-3. Bro, didn't Paradise Killer, isn't that like a new indie game? There's no way Paradise Killer is losing to... Okay, no, it is. I thought, like, Paradise Killer was, like, an indie game that just, like, came out. And Paradise Killer is losing to Inazuma 11. Bro. By 1 viewer, too. How? I'm trying. This was made by a Twitch streamer, Coney, as well. I actually don't think I've ever watched a Coney stream, so I'm sorry, Coney, for stealing your bit without watching your stream. I'll make it up to you. After this stream, I'll watch one of yours. For stealing your bit. Well, I guess not. I saw on Twitter he said that you could play this whenever you're looking... Whenever you run out of stuff to stream. I didn't. I gotta stream something else, but I thought it'd be funny. Reminiscent versus Doors Paradox. Coney is live right now. Can we raid? Yeah, we're just gonna stop the stream here just so we can raid Coney to say sorry for playing his game without watching his stream. These are also both, like, fake games, but Doors Paradox seems like a more fake game. Never mind. 500 plus people are watching Doors Paradox. I've never heard of either of these games. Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, or Command and Conquer Renegade. Based on these box arts, these are both older entries. I feel like there's probably more people who have played Medal of Honor, but I also feel like there's probably a more devoted fan base for Command and Conquer. Never mind. What? I thought this was like an old one. It might still be an old one, but it's an old one that's doing good on Twitch. Want to see if we'd even be good with popular games enabled? I could do that in a bit. I kind of like the chaos of this. Factory Town versus... That's either the first one or Mystery of the Emblem. If it's the first Fire Emblem, people might just put that in whenever they're playing, like, any random Fire Emblem. Factory Town is a fake video game, so... I knew it. I knew it. Whichever Fire Emblem this is also has more views than Fire Emblem Three Houses right now. This is a more popular Fire Emblem than Fire Emblem Three Houses. Sonic Colors Ultimate versus Monopoly 1. Honestly, like, I feel like if someone's playing Sonic Colors Ultimate on stream, they're probably just using the Sonic Colors category. I feel like they don't even care to put in Sonic Colors Ultimate. Also, Sonic Colors Ultimate is not a good port, really. So I feel like that, like, I think it's the dead game. Yeah. We got a 2 streak. My goal for tonight, if we could somehow reach it, I'd love to get a 10 streak going. That might be a little hard with these obscure ones. Epic 7-7 or Trails of Cold Steel 4. I remember Hey Andy, sweetie. That's classic. That's exactly right, Peach. I've mapped the eyes because I find myself getting lost in them. Yeah, I've heard of Trails of Cold Steel. I've never heard of Epic 7-7. So I'm gonna assume it... What?! I need to look up this game right now. There's no fucking way this game has 1,000 viewers right now. Epic 7 play the anime? What is the anime? What is this? Must be a gacha? I've literally never heard of this game in my life. Dude, like, every gacha game, like, looks the same to me now. Like, I cannot, like, this is Dragalia Lost, Grand Blue Fantasy, Genshin Impact to me. I'm sorry to all my gacha heads. This looks like every gacha game that's ever come out. This is an anime, apparently? I've never heard of the anime either. Because it says you're playing the anime, but also, like, all of these images are for the gacha. I've never heard of this before. Epic 7-Eleven? True. I cannot believe there's over 1,000 people watching this anime gacha that I've never heard of. I mean, if I knew it was like an anime gacha game, I probably would have been able to discern, because gacha streams are popular. I mean, I got a friend who's like a gacha YouTuber, so I know that people watch that stuff. But I just thought, like I thought that Epic 7-7 was, like, some obscure JRPG that I'd never heard of that nobody's playing. Yeah, RPGs are a harder sell on Twitch. I feel like really the only RPG that's popular on Twitch is, like, Pokemon. And then if you're, like, a RPG streamer, typically you're teetering around the more niche category, because it's one of those things, like, you have to be good at talking while grinding, because there is going to be an inevitable grind, and a lot of people on twitch.tv, they'll play a game and they'll sit like this for 7 minutes saying nothing. I was gonna do a bit where I didn't speak for 7 minutes, but I would get insanely bored. Uncharted Waters Online versus Perfect World. Perfect World has boobs in it, therefore it's the not dead game. My logic is so sound, it would kill someone less smart than me. I didn't have to think about it. Freestyle Street Basketball versus Yume Nikki. I would be very surprised if Freestyle Street Basketball was beating Yume Nikki. Flawless demonstration of the scientific method, literally. Tekken versus Roboplant. Roboplant, again, using Tekken 1, that could be like a category people just do whenever they're playing any Tekken. Roboplant would have an uphill battle to fight. I knew it. I knew it. I'm on a 3 streak here. I need to get this, like, logic going through. South Park Phone Destroyer versus Scavengers. This is a moral dilemma. I can't imagine someone going on twitch.tv to watch South Park Phone Destroyer. See? I knew it. They're, like, a South Park game already is, like, no, like, who gives a shit? A South Park mobile game? You could take, like, any generic space game and, like, that'll do more numbers. It's so easy. Star Sand versus Fallout 4 VR. Come on. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I thought, like, oh, Fallout, that's, like, a big, popular franchise, and VR streams are decently popular. Turns out, I'm a fucking loser. League of Legends versus Minecraft. See, these are two actually popular games. But it's also, like, it's probably League of Legends that has the less viewers, because Minecraft is, like, so insanely popular. There are people on this website with millions of followers, specifically because they play Minecraft. I cannot see a world where League of Legends is doing more numbers than Minecraft. Unless all Minecraft streamers mysteriously disappeared. There's something fucked up with this world. We live in, like, some kind of fucked up reality. The League of Legends World Championships is currently happening. Is it? I wish I knew that sooner. Yeah, esports would prop it up. Esports would prop it up. And I fell off, plus ratio. If NBA 2K is doing more than Apex Legends, there's something crazy going on. We're getting, like, all the popular ones. Like, come on. Wait, I pressed the wrong one. I pressed ASMR because I was like, wait, that's the more popular one. So I click on it. I was supposed to pick on the less popular one. Ain't no way. I knew it, like, you give me PUBG, and, like, PUBG is, like, a little dead. FIFA 23 versus Hearthstone as FIFA. Never mind, people fucking love FIFA. Did I tell you guys about the dream I had about FIFA? Well, it wasn't about FIFA directly, but I had a dream where me and Star were in an argument. And just randomly during this argument, she says, like, really angrily, all you do is talk about FIFA. Which was not relevant to whatever argument we were happening. Nor have I ever, like, really talked about FIFA in my life. I don't care about soccer/football for all the Europeans. You do be talking about FIFA constantly. So right, though? Come on, you guys are supposed to back me up. CSGO versus retro gaming. I'm going retro gaming, yeah. I feel like not a lot of people, like, I feel like there's definitely, like, variety streamers who use, like, the retro gaming tag. But for a lot of people, like, if they're playing a retro game, they'll just put in the actual category. Ooh, this is a hard one. This is actually a hard one. RuneScape Old School versus Isaac Repentance. I mean, there was the G Fuel Daily. I feel like Old School RuneScape has more staying power. But I also don't know if it's, like, super popular on Twitch. Isaac had the big boost. Northern Lion played it very recently. I'm going RuneScape. Fuck. Northern Lion, you betrayed me! There's actually a lot more people on Twitch playing Old School RuneScape than I thought. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Isaac is more dead than I thought it was. D&D versus Lost Ark. Yeah, no. It'll probably be a bit before Isaac reaches a sort of peak again. I mean, you know how it be. I mean, I'm gonna be playing Fiend Folio tonight, so stick around if you're interested. I've been just getting back into Isaac recently. So I'm probably not gonna play any super hard characters. Although maybe it would be fun to do the random run generator. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just fuck around. So fucked up that it's not even about the amount of people streaming it, it's just how many people are watching it. If Germo randomly decides to play Isaac, it's over. God, literally. Still want a gun for those last 100 achievements once you have a proper stream set up? Hell yeah. Now that I have Steam Deck, I actually, like, I was talking about this with my friends. I think actually the way I'm going to stream Frontiers is through my Steam Deck. Because I probably can stream it from my PC, like I've been doing with FF7 Remake. But it's one of those things where it's like, it might be worth saving the CPU power I would be using to both stream and play the game on my PC, and just, like, have those two be separate, you know what I mean? Like, have it so my Steam Deck is putting in the work on the game, and my PC is doing the work on streaming it. Because FF7 Remake has been going well, and it really hasn't dropped that much, but there have been a few FPS drops. So I'm like, we could do something like that. It'll make, and plus I kind of just need to justify having the Steam Deck dock, because God, that was $90. It was $90 for the Steam Deck dock. Anyways, Lost Ark had way more viewers than I thought it did. But also Dungeons & Dragons, like, one of the most popular streams on Twitch is Dungeons & Dragons. What is it called? Remote play? Rollcast? What the fuck? You guys know the one. I'm gonna say Lost Ark. Never mind, nobody's on Dungeons and Dragons right now. No, not Roll D20. It was a different Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Devil May Cry 1 versus Gang Beasts. My cousin talks about Gang Beasts, therefore it's Devil May Cry. I knew it. The scientific method never fails. Lufia 2 versus GeoGuessr. Are you fucking kidding me? That might be the easiest one they've given us thus far. Oh man, how many people are playing Lufia 2 right now versus how many people are still playing GeoGuessr to this day? Come on. Let's be mature. Madden 22 versus Back 4 Blood. That's hard. Because the new Madden game is out. But also Back 4 Blood, from what I could tell, died pretty quickly. But it's also a new game that isn't in an annual series. Okay, yeah. That's the right choice. Sheesh. They made us play GeoGuessr as a team-building exercise at your office a few weeks ago. I'd do it. That is weird, but I'd take it. Pokemon Crystal versus Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2 for sure. Or no, I mean, like, Mario Party 2 for sure is more popular. Because, like, they just came to NSO. What the fuck is going on? Are none of you people playing Mario Party 2 right now? Are there no big Twitch streamers taking advantage of fucking Mario Party 2? Pokemon goes crazy, though. But, like, you have to keep in mind that a lot of the people who do stream Pokemon, when they stream Pokemon games, they just do, like, the most recent category. No one got the expansion pass. That's true. Actually, you're right. I should have considered that. It is Pokemon, though. Speaking of, I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet. I got my order in for Violet. I'm looking forward to it. I also ordered the Switch version of Sonic Frontiers, even though I already pre-ordered the Steam version, and that's gonna come faster because it's not a physical copy. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be that Sonic fan. I have to own every Sonic game in every form that I can. San Andreas versus Middle-earth Shadow of War. I didn't even have to think about it. You think you're gonna beat Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Come on. In Sound Mind versus Resident Evil 5. Well, I've never heard of In Sound Mind in my entire life, but Resident Evil 5 is considered one of the bad ones. That's hard. That's hard. I go In Sound Mind. Fuck. Resident Evil 5 is a funny bad, though. Kind of want to get it, though. You never played the early Mario Party games, but want to, and my posts about them got you tempted. I mean, like, I wish I could recommend the expansion pass. I'm just kind of mooching off a friend. That's, like, the best way to do the expansion pass, is you give, like, $10 to a friend, and, like, all 8 of you, like, pay, like, $10 for the expansion pass, and then it's like, okay, $10 a year, that's not terrible. But, like, paying for it by yourself, like, that's the thing. I have a lot of friends on my regular NSO account that's, like, none of them are, like, really able to pay like that, and, like, that's fine. But it's, like, one of those things that because I'm paying for that on my own, I'm already paying the $35. There's no fucking way I'm upgrading to an $80 online thing. There's no fucking way. Absolutely not. Super Mario Bros. 3 versus the Whispered World. It's $80 if you're doing a family plan. If you're paying on your own, it's $50. Which $50 is still asking a lot, but, you know, it's up to your discretion. But it's too much. It's too much. You gotta, again, you gotta, like, you gotta get on a family plan with your friends and have everybody chip in some money. Because otherwise, it's like, this'll never be worth it. I've never heard of the Whispered World in my life. There's no way it has more viewers than Super Mario Bros. 3. Come on. W streamer, let's go. Sausage Man versus Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Considering E3 2019, all they fucking did was announce Tom Clancy games, I'm gonna go with Sausage Man. Yeah, no, someone's playing these fucking Tom Clancy games. Dofus Retro versus Splitgate. Who is playing Doofus Retro? I've never heard of Doofus Retro in my life. I'm actually surprised it's as high as 75 viewers. That's enough, on average, to get partner on Twitch. Don't think you know more than 2 people who have a Switch? That's fair. You are? Let's go. I mean, I'm a Switch head. I admit it. I'm a Switch head for life. It like... The Switch is a flawed console, but it probably has some of the most variety that a home console has had in a very long time. I think that the Switch's strength is in its library, although granted some of that library is pretty crunchy. You know, if you're playing like a lot, if you're trying to play like super new stuff on the Switch, it's gonna be crunchy. And, like, that's something you either accept or it's, like, a deal breaker. You know? But I like my Switch a lot. Horizon Forbidden West versus card games. Well, Horizon Forbidden West just got the Steam port, didn't it? Didn't that get ported to Steam? Or one of the Horizon games did. But also, like, is poker, like, popular on Twitch? Because if, like, poker is a popular thing on Twitch.tv, then I don't even think it's gonna be close. I'm gonna guess her... Jeez. That's less than I thought for both. Remember that gambling is banned? Oh, right. You right. Grand Theft Auto 4 versus Omuri. If Omuri has more viewers than Grand Theft Auto 4, I'll, like, scream. Oh, thank fucking God. I was gonna fucking wake someone up. Listen, I'm gonna chug the haterade again a little bit. Listen, if you like Omuri, that's fine, but you're not allowed any more bad media. You get the one. That's what I said in Splatoon, and I'm sticking with it. Ori and the Will of the Wisp versus Chrono Trigger. I mean, it's weird. With Chrono Trigger, I could see it having, like, a decently popular, like, speedrunning scene. Because it's, like, one of the most beloved JRPGs of all time. It's maybe not as popular as something like Final Fantasy VII, but I would say the amount of reverence for it comes, like, pretty close. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, from what I can tell, is a pretty good 2D platformer that, you know, if you're, like, an Xbox head, it's, like, one of the best ones on there. Oh, it's a Metroidvania? I thought it was a platformer. Huh. This is a hard one, honestly. I don't know how recent Will of the Wisps is. That would probably be, like, the biggest factor for me. Because Chrono Trigger is, like, old, but again, it's, like, considered, like, one of the greatest video games ever made. Like, in terms of, like, RPGs, like, you get, like, Final Fantasy VII, you get Chrono Trigger, you get Earthbound. That's, like, the big three in terms of, like, what, like, if you were to make a top 100 list of, like, greatest games of all time, Chrono Trigger would be on there as one of the JRPG reps. Ori is, like, 2020, and it feels like a game that you play once and you're done with. Okay. I'm gonna make a bold guess. Fuck. There's no one watching Chrono Trigger? That's fucked up. I thought there would be, like, a speedrunning scene or something for it. Oh, well. I streamed Chrono Trigger, and that's all that matters. Final Fantasy X HD Remaster versus Halo 5 Guardians. These both feel like entries in franchises that nobody really gives a shit about. I mean, there's probably people who care about Final Fantasy X. I feel like I've actually heard, like, decent things about it. But I feel like with Halo, like, once you get past, like, the original trilogy, like, there's very few games after that that people are like, oh my god, you gotta check out this Halo game. This is one of the craziest things to ever come out. But also, I think we did establish that JRPGs are not very popular on Twitch. And Halo does have the advantage of being an FPS, which is very popular on Twitch. I'm still going Halo 5. God damn it. It was by 4. It was by 4. God damn it. Shooters have higher replayability for streams? Mm-hmm. Fell off plus ratio. If it's World War III, like the fakest video game ever, what the fuck is this? They, like, you randomly generated, like, a new video game that's never existed before. Oh, we got a game. It's about war. What do we call it? World War III. You're the smartest person that's ever worked at this company. Here's $1 million. Hey, nobody playing Counter-Strike right now? DMC 4 versus Jedi Fallen Order. It's gotta be DMC 4. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is pretty recent still. Sniper Elite 5 versus World of Tanks Blitz. Okay, so here's my deal. World of Tanks is a video game that I have never played. I have never interacted with anybody who played it. I've never seen anybody play it. I also know that it is inexplicably, like, one of the most popular games in the world, and there has to be, like, some fucking scene somewhere where there has to be, like, a small country where, like, literally the entire population is into World of Tanks. What the fuck? God damn it. Plants vs. Zombies versus Generation Zero? Don't even talk to me. Don't even try and pull that. Grow up. Skyward Sword versus Returnal. Well, Returnal just, like, came out. I guess they also had, like, the recent Skyward Sword HD. Was that this year or last year? Either way, I'm gonna give the edge to Returnal. Okay, yeah. That's actually less than I thought. But still. Returnal came out 2 years ago? Yeah, but it's still, like, one of the 3 PS5 games. Like, there's no, like if you want to watch a PS5 stream, your options are very limited. It's like you got Ratchet and Clank or Returnal. The Walking Dead versus Spyro. It's probably Spyro, right? Is season 2 specifically? But that was, like, recent, wasn't it? It's, like, a recent, yeah, like, that came out after, like, Telltale first, like, went under. I fucking suck at this. These are not real video games. You cannot convince me that either of these are real video games. I somehow still picked which one was dead. Let's go. Battletech versus Inertial Drift. Again, these are, like, video games that don't exist. Neither of these are real. Dungeon Munchies versus The Killing Room. Dude, can we get like a real video game? What are these? What is Dungeon Munchies? It's the Alive game apparently, but that's a zombie, so I don't buy it. Mega Man 11 versus Critter Crops. Never heard of Critter Crops. Crunker versus Kirby's Dream Land 2. Man, who the fuck is watching Kirby's Dream Land 2? Name Crunker is cracking you up. I've never heard of this game in my life. Crunker versus Scrimblow Blimblow. I've never heard of Crunker in my life, but I knew that, like, fucking nobody was watching Kirby's Dream Land 2. Kaichu versus Border Break. Where am I? What are these, like, mysterious, like, never-before-seen video games? It's like a difference of one viewer. Who is making these, making up these video games? I've never heard of any of these in my life. No More Heroes versus Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Why are you making me choose between my two beautiful children? Why would you do this to me? This is a Legends only pick. I mean, it's probably DK Jungle Beat. But there's also, like, the possibility that someone could just be streaming Donkey Kong Jungle Beat to thousands of viewers because they thought it was funny. There are literally no winners, only losers. Oh my fucking god, there's more viewers for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. What the fuck? Bro. Spiritfall versus Ace Attorney. The Miles Edgeworth investigation. I feel like this one is too specific. Yeah, okay. How does Crunker have more views than Jungle Beat? Beats the hell out of me. Stanley Parable versus Farming Simulator? Like, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe was this year. That's less than I thought it'd be for both. Streamer's Court versus 30-Minute Hero. Streamer's Court had mentioned streaming, never mind. Hide Alone versus This War Is Mine. The Final Cut. I don't know what Streamer's Court is. I have no idea. Please stop giving me fake video games. Computer program music composer versus Bram Stoker's Dracula. What the fuck kind of choice is this? Who the fuck is streaming either of these? Who the fuck is streaming, like, Bram Stoker's Dracula for, like, the Sega CD? What fucking world am I in? These are games in Hypnospace Outlaw? True. Bro, what the fuck? How are there 253 people watching Bram Stoker's... I'm looking this up on Twitch right now. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. There is no goddamn way that there are 253 people watching Bram Stoker's Dracula right now. Who streamed this recently? Nobody important. What fucking reality am I living in? This game has 0 viewers and 55 followers, and the only person who has streamed it recently has 2 views on their VOD. What fucked up reality are we living in? Where did these statistics come from? I'm gonna lose my mind. Where the fuck did they get the statistic for 253 viewers for Bram Stoker's Dracula? Baseball Simulator LOL versus Slow and Steady. It is not current viewers. Because I checked, there is literally nobody streaming Bram Stoker's Dracula right now. I thought it would be this game because I never heard of it, but I heard of Spiritfarer. Beat Aimer versus Mario and Luigi. If someone... Who the fuck is streaming Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga versus Bowser's Minions? Come on. We are getting some fake-ass video games here. This one's more fake. But it's more alive. What is Victorio? I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, why don't we try top games only, yeah. Let's see if we could get a streak going. What? Huh? Am I losing my mind? What are you two doing here? What?! There were 25,000 people playing Facade? What the fuck? Hold on. I seriously need to know where they get the statistics for these for, because, like, there's nobody playing this right now. It's 0 viewers on Twitch. I need to, like, see where the statistics for this game come from, because how the fuck does Facade have 25,000 viewers? Who streamed this on Twitch recently? Which, like, top 500 streamer did it? I need answers. I need a hard statistic. Someone look up, like, Facade Twitch stream or something. Barbie Horse Adventures versus Krupp. It's gonna be Barbie because the world is fucked up. Okay, never mind. I thought there was some, like, top 500 streamer who jokingly streamed Barbie. Black Desert versus Planet Coaster. Yeah, I figured Planet Coaster wasn't as popular these days. GTA 5 versus Just Chat. What am I saying? Just chatting is, like, the single biggest category on Twitch. Yeah, no, like, literally just keep giving me... We're gonna keep playing this until we get to just chatting. I don't think it's based on peak viewers. Because if that was the case, like, any game that, like, Vinesauce played, like, 5 years ago would have, like, insane numbers. Even though it's, like... Oh, here's, like, Scrimblow for the PS1. And, like, he's the only prominent Twitch streamer who played it. There's no way Brawlhalla is beating Roblox. Yeah, ain't no goddamn way. Keep giving me this. We will keep playing this until I get to a 10 streak. Oh, fuck. Lost Ark has a crazy amount of viewers. I thought that... I guess this must be the general World of Warcraft category. Okay. Clash Royale sweeps Isaac. That's easy. Dead by Daylight probably sweeps Just Dance. It's average per month. Okay. That makes some sense then. Did I not pick... Hold on. Yeah, I have top games on. Why is this here? What is happening? What? I thought this was top 100. Am I losing my mind? What is Virtual Casino? Facade had 27K viewers last month and then 1K the month before. Hunt Showdown versus World of Tanks. Well, I've heard of World of Tanks, so... Just keep giving me the just chatting ones. We can do this quick and easy. It's gotta be Destiny 2. Overwatch 2 just came out. Oh my fucking god. Overwatch 2 has more viewers than just chatting? Bro, nobody even likes it. Everybody who's playing Overwatch 2 is like, yeah, this game fucking sucks. Maybe I'm just isolated. Maybe there is like a big audience for Overwatch 2. Guess it's free? I guess. And I mean, it's one of those things where watching a team-based shooter is probably pretty interesting. Blizzard-sponsored bots? True. True. We gotta disconnect. Fuck. Fuck. Hi. Reconnection successful. I hope that doesn't happen again. No! Oh, it lost my streak. I lost my damn streak. This is fucked up. I had a 4 streak going. Okay, we're scoping this out. I don't think anybody's playing Victoria. Okay, no, apparently 15,000 people are watching Victoria. Old School RuneScape, yeah, that had like a fucked up amount of viewers. Osu versus Free Fire, I'm giving the edge to Osu. Never mind, Free Fire has like 5,000 viewers. I bet that sports is more popular. I clicked on it because it was more popular, not because it was less. I'm an idiot. Lineage 2 versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Didn't this just come out? I guess it's dead, though. I was very fucked up by how many people were watching Virtual Casino, even though I don't know what it is. Okay. I want to get back to my streak. So I'm kind of rushing a little bit. What the fuck? How many people are watching Uncharted 4? Who's streaming it? Okay, Rocket League is more popular than Food and Drink. That's good to know. What is Lineage 2 that is beating all of these games? I've never heard of I'm Only Sleeping, and I only know New World because of this. I thought that Gotham Knights would be more popular because it's a big AAA game that just came out. Modern Warfare 2 just came out, which is different from Modern Warfare 2. Okay. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I misremembered. What is Food and Drink? Yeah, I assume it's like taste testing and like streaming cooking and stuff. Isn't that New World that game that Amazon made? Oh, is that why it's so popular? Sponsored by Twitch? It's gotta be Clash of Clans. Never mind, Clash of Clans is flopping right now. I mean, Marvel Snap just came out. Yeah. Nobody's playing DayZ anymore. Who the fuck is still playing DayZ? I have not heard anybody talk about that game in like 10 years. Sims over Smite. Yep. Yeah, I also expected Marvel Snap to be bigger. I guess, like, if Clash of Clans isn't that popular, I'm actually surprised Clash Royale is more popular. Valorant versus Free Fire. Apparently, like, Valorant is, like, one of the most popular video games ever made, and I've never heard anybody talk about it. I bet Black Desert is beating Madden. Never mind. Tower of Fantasy is not beating Minecraft. Okay, no, this is the new one. That's probably beating Destiny, yeah. Fall Guys versus talk shows and podcasts. There's no way Fall Guys is beating podcasts. Call of Duty Warzone versus Mountain Blade 2. Yeah, no. Call of Duty Warzone is big. We're back on our streak. Fortnite is still huge. Oh my god, guys. Guys. We might get our 10 streak. If I could keep this up. No fucking way. We're at a 7 streak. No! Really hard one. Really hard one. My stream. It's broken. Oh no! Our stream! It's broken! I'm on an 8 streak. We have to keep this up. No, this is another really hard one. Among Us versus VR chat. Fuck. That's a hard one. They're giving me the really hard ones right as I'm about to achieve our goal of a 10 streak. Coney himself is choosing these to torture you? Literally. Fuck. VR by design is a little less accessible. That's true. Okay. Special events versus RuneScape. Yeah. I got a 10 streak. I feel pretty good about that. Let's fucking go. I'm like a champion of the dead game. RuneScape sweep dead. I mean, it wasn't gonna beat special events. That's like a big general category. Although I think CSGO beats special events. Let's just keep playing until we lose. And then we'll play some Isaac. Okay, I'm only sleeping. I know that doesn't have as many viewers as Destiny 2. Rocket League versus talk shows and podcasts. Fuck. I want to say Rocket League is the dead one. No, okay, we ruined our streak. It's fine. We got a big streak there. I'm pretty happy with that.